watching TV9 Digital. I'm Neha. Now, one thing that kept all of us entertained throughout the lockdown period when we were confined in our four walls were the songs full of melody. When we felt bored, I'm sure many of us grooved to the tune of Baby Doll Mein Sone Di to keep ourselves entertained. Needless to say, the song was sung by none other than Kanika Kapoor, who has managed to win millions of hearts with her melodious voice. This year was filled with ups and downs for the singing sensation. She, in fact, has now made a comeback with a more entertaining version of everyone's all time favorite Jugni. Kanika Kapoor has collaborated with Jackie Bhagnani's label. She spoke to me on the launch of Jugni.
Kanika, welcome. And tell us, how are you, first of all?
I'm really well. Thank you so much. And thank you for this interview. And it's exciting times to be getting back into work and very excited with all the new music. I think the whole year has been extremely overwhelming for all of us. And but you can honestly, I think you can either take things in a positive way, or you can always look back and be like, oh my God, it's so sad. It was so sad. I mean, I went through a really tough time also, and so did everybody else in different ways. And but I think I'm a strong believer. I'm an optimistic person. I'm a strong believer that you have to move on. You have to make the best of everything that's thrown into your life, and sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's sun is shining, and that's life.
That's very true. Very well put out by you. So Kanika, tell us about Jugni too. It's a very tough song. And a song that's very, very emotionally connected to everyone. People are very emotionally connected to it. So how was your experience doing it?
Well, honestly, going back to 2012, I am sitting in North London, in the countryside, in my home, in my room, and I'm listening to Jugni. It comes on my YouTube, and I don't know. मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि ये गाने की लिरिक्स क्या हैं, लेकिन वो मुझे कहीं ना कहीं टच कर रहा है वो गाना. तो मैंने उसको गूगल किया, उसको सुना, उसको समझा उसका मतलब क्या होता है. एंड जब मुझे उसका मतलब मालूम चला तो वो मुझे और भी छुआ गाना. सो मैंने उसको रिकॉर्ड किया, उसको एक सस्ता सा वीडियो, ग्रीन स्क्रीन वीडियो करके ऐसे यूट्यूब पे, एज अ हाउसवाइफ, आई वाजंट डूइंग म्यूजिक, आई जस्ट टुक इट आउट जस्ट एज अ फ्री डाउनलोड. मुझे नहीं पता था कि ये गाना मेरी पूरी जिंदगी बदल देगा और मेरा एक पूरा नया करियर इस गाने के ऊपर शुरू हो जाएगा. इस गाने की वजह से मुझे बेबी डॉल और बहुत से ज्यादा अच्छे गाने मिले आगे. एंड तो ये गाना मेरे लिए बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट गाना है मेरी जिंदगी के लिए.
Okay.
और कुछ सालों के बाद, पिछले साल हमें बहुत सारे लोगों ने कहा कि इसको कभी आपने निकाला नहीं है, कभी ये कहीं it was just a YouTube download. So that is why the idea came to take out Jugni 2.0. And because it is more for the youth, the millennials, जो western music सुन रहे हैं, तो हमने कहा कि इसको थोड़ा सा उनके जहन में भी इस चीज को डालें कि हमें अपना म्यूजिक भी सुनना बहुत जरूरी है. और थोड़ा डिफरेंट बीट, तो मैंने उसको रीवर्क करके कोलैबोरेट किया ममजी स्ट्रेंजर एंड डीजे लायन के साथ. And then I presented it to Jackie Bhagnani, who's a dear friend, and he really loved the idea. We shot the video and we've made it very modern and very today. But उसमें जो गायकी है वो हमने ओरिजिनल जैसे मैं गाती हूँ उसको रखा है, उसको हमने चेंज नहीं किया ज्यादा, उसको रीसिंग बहुत ही नेचुरली उसको गाया है. And personally मेरे लिए it is like this year has been like a rebirth after everything that I went through. And I resonate with the song because it means Allah wale adi Jugni ji. It means that we are the soul of God. Why don't you sing a few lines
for us? Why don't you sing a few lines for us?
I want to explain the song that Jugni means the soul of God. Means कि हम भगवान की आत्मा है, and अंत में it is between you and God. That's it. अगर आप गिरते हैं, आप रोते हैं, तो आप भगवान को याद करते हैं. So that is the meaning of this song. That at the end of the day, give yourself to God and do the best you can. So it says, जुगनी तार खाई विच थाल छड़ दुनिया दे जंजाल कुछ नहीं निभना बंदिया हनाल रखी साबत सिद्धा अमहाल वो पीर मेरे जुगनी जी ए वे अल्लाह वाले दी जुगनी जी ए दी नबी पीर दी जुगनी जी ए वे मौला अली वाली जुगनी जी. That's the song. जुगनी तार खाई विच थाल छड़ दुनिया दे जंजाल. दुनिया के जंजाल को छोड़ो कुछ नहीं निभना बंदिया.
That's very true, and as I said, it's very close to everybody's heart.
It's close to, and it's so close to me today. I almost feel like I'm, it's like a rebirth for me this year. And why not, before I take out any other music, why not take out Jugni and,
recreate the magic.
Youth. Yeah, and give it to the youth, basically. They need to listen to this message, it's very important.
Right. Kanika, talking about rework, one of the very important questions that possibly will come in everybody's mind is why recreate? Why recreate a song, and why not come up with the original instead?
So to be honest, I have a lot of original content coming starting January 2021, and a lot of film music coming also. Very, very nice, good playback songs with lots of different amazing, labels and directors and movies. And I just remember sitting with my children, and they said me, "Mummy, what is the meaning of Jugni? And why don't you make something that is for us so that we can also listen to it and relate to it?" So that is what came into my mind, that I should do a version of Jugni which is more youth, which they relate to, and the music they relate to, because it's a whole different generation. And it'll be nice for them to understand, take a meaningful song. And why not? I never released the song properly, officially. And I found a great partner with Jackie Bagani. And here we are. We are taking Jugni as, as the song that ends 2020 on a good, positive note. And it's a great message. And before we have any other song.
Kanika, you're also into writing songs.
Yeah.
So where are all those songs that you've written all these years?
Now,
because Kanika is a brand. It's not a name. It's a brand.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you see me as that. Well, you have to understand that Kanika is not just an artist. Kanika is first a mother of three. She's a daughter, and she is a family girl, and she has a lot of responsibility, and she's a full-time working woman. So I have to live all the roles and balance my life. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer than it should, but कहते हैं ना, जैसे कहते हैं देर आए दुरुस्त आए. So अब आपके सामने there'll be a lot of music that we've created. I've written a lot of music, co-composed a lot of music. I had to build confidence to actually put myself out there, put my talent out there. It all happens with time. It all happens gradually. So I'm very happy that अब वो समय आ चुका है जहाँ मेरे में इतना confidence है कि मैं नया म्यूजिक, ओरिजिनल म्यूजिक बाहर लेकर आऊं. मुझे पता है कि बहुत लोग इस बात पे बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाएंगे कि जुगनी क्यों. But it's okay. I think you should not think so much. You should just go and enjoy the music and dance on it, and wait for all the amazing music. Yeah, and be there for each other. You have to be there today, and that's what I learned from 2020.
How does Kanika strike a balance between family life and professional life? It's very difficult. You just said that there's some times when you have to choose your family over everything. You're a mother, you're a daughter, you're a wife, and plus, as I said, you're a brand. So it must get tough for you sometimes, most of the times rather. So how does Kanika?
Honestly, I think it's a huge struggle because my children study in London. I live between London, Lucknow, and Bombay. And I have to travel a lot. I have to be mentally stable. I have to look after myself, my voice, and it's a struggle. I mean, I know that every couple of days I start crying because it's just too much to handle. But clearly, we don't speak about our struggles, on Instagram and on social media. We only show that we're also nicely dressed up and everything is like a piece of cake.
Absolutely. Look very pretty and pose for pictures. Yeah, so it
But
gets difficult at times.
reality is not what you see on social media. And I think gradually I will be one of the first people for sure to really take out what really happens and what we really feel, and not a picture perfect life, because it's not a picture perfect life. It is difficult, but it's not only my life that's difficult. I think everybody has their own life and their own journey that they've got their own difficulties and challenges. And I think you have to be positive, because if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Right. You're just being modest.
No, trust me. I believe that it's all in your mind, how you handle and how graciously you live, and that is what you will leave behind in your life and nothing else. You're not taking anything from here.
Right. So Kanika is one of the most Googled personalities of 2020. How do you feel about it?
I don't even know how to roll my eyes right now, whether I should be happy or sad.
Well, as they say, no publicity is negative publicity. How about that? Would you like to comment?
No comments.
All right. So Kanika,
I don't want to be trolled again.
Okay. So Kanika, what happened, with the entire COVID incident? A lot of abuses for sure. You said your family was abused. How did you deal with the entire situation? It must have been very tough.
It was a very traumatic time. I was in shock because मेरे साथ ऐसे कभी पहले हुआ नहीं, और मेरी family बहुत ही by the book and बहुत ही simple, straightforward लोग हैं. We live a very quiet life in Lucknow, my parents, and very usual. It's a very usual middle class family, and मतलब literally उनके ऊपर तो जैसे पहाड़ बिल्कुल बरस पड़ा, टूट पड़ा. Exactly, that's the saying. एंड समझ में नहीं आया हुआ क्या, क्योंकि 9th of March को मैं इंडिया आई लंदन से, और उस समय कोई क्वारंटीन लॉ नहीं था, कोई एयरपोर्ट पे चेकअप्स नहीं थे, कोविड के बारे में ऐसा कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं थी इतनी. 10 तारीख को देयर वाज होली एंड एवरीबडी वाज आउट एंड अबाउट फॉर होली. That's when I went back to Lucknow to be with my parents, and I've been brought up in a joint family with my chacha chachi and my dadi and all of them. And तो मैं एक वीक के लिए उनके साथ गई. एक दिन नानी के घर में भाई दूज का टीके का फंक्शन था. So that was a function. And then one day my father had a few friends, and so all these 2-3 things happened, and then a week later I had a little bit of fever. I got myself checked because I was with my family, and that's it. 20th of March, the report came positive, and I didn't know how to react to it. Literally, it just went out of my hands, because next thing I saw was there was wrong information, there was wrong dates, there was wrong accusations. And I saw that everybody was abusing me on the basis of wrong information. And I just didn't know where to start and what to say. So I just chose to keep quiet. And that's it. I did the best I could have. I got death threats. My children got death threats. My parents got a lot of abuses. I was told that I was very irresponsible. I really, with my whole heart, I would never do anything which intentionally would be something irresponsible or wrong. I live a very straightforward, by the book life. And it was just very difficult to go through that. It was very, very traumatic. And I didn't know what to expect with the whole COVID incident, because I think more than my health, I was shaken up by people and media. you know.
And the reaction primarily.
The reaction, it was like a stigma, as if it's some, you know, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Right. We completely understand. बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है because you're COVID positive, and on top of that, इतनी सारी situations एक साथ हैं. You have to deal with all of that. But let's keep it in the past, because it is in the past and for
It's
good.
gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
So we
That's
all
why I
happy.
say the song. That's why Jugni says, Jugni tal khai vich thar chhad duniya de janjal kuch bhi nahi bana bande aala.
But you have a
Kuch
lot
nahi
of
hua.
fans out there who are eagerly waiting for your comeback, who are eagerly waiting for you to come back, with a bang. And we really hope.
Promise you, I have amazing music for my fans. I'm not stopping. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here with lots of amazing music, original music. So watch the space.
All right. Thank you so much, Kanika, for joining us. We wish you all the very best, and we hope
Thank
that it
you.
becomes a mega hit. Thank you very much, and take care.
Thank you.